Have you ever scrolled through your feed, seen everyone else getting promotions, falling in love, traveling the world, hitting milestone after milestone, and suddenly thought, why do I feel so far behind in life? Maybe you wake up with a heaviness in your chest, asking yourself, did I miss the boat? Is it too late for me? If so, don't click away. Because today, I promise this video is going to blow your mind and shift everything you think you know about what it means to feel behind in life. This is the Growth Mindset Project, and it's time for a reset. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe and tap that bell icon. If you're searching for wisdom, real talk, and transformation, you don't want to miss out on what's coming next. Now, let's talk about this gut-wrenching belief, the fear that we're falling behind. Maybe it's behind in your career, in relationships, in your personal growth, or even in all those invisible boxes society tells us to check. You see a friend's engagement photo, another friend's job update, a cousin's travel pics, and you wonder, how are they so far ahead? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I catch up? Here's the truth bomb. Most of us, at some point, ask these questions. But what if the problem isn't with us or our pace? What if the very idea of falling behind is the real trap? Forget productivity hacks and time management tips for a moment. They're helpful, sure, but they don't resolve the ache underneath. The real change comes when you stop obsessing over the ticking clock and instead steer your life with a compass, one that points you toward meaning rather than arbitrary timelines. In a world obsessed with keeping up, it's revolutionary to ask, what's actually right for me? In today's episode, I'm handing you 3 profound truths to help you break free from feeling behind in life. These ideas are going to release the pressure, help you reclaim your joy, and start living your richest chapter right now. It works, and I know because I've lived on both sides. For a long time, I believed I was behind. I was convinced that my history, my setbacks, my age meant I was simply too late. But guess what? I wasn't, and you aren't either. This channel is about reconnecting to your own rhythm and purpose, especially when life doesn't go according to plan. Feeling behind is painful, but even more than that, it's distracting. It pulls you away from what matters, trapping you in endless comparison and self-doubt. But it's not permanent. You can shatter that cycle. It all starts with one thing: telling yourself a new story. Not a story built on scarcity, but on possibility. Let's do that together right now. Truth number 1. The clock is a trap, not a roadmap. The world pushes us to believe time has run out, that we're behind if we haven't hit certain milestones by a certain age. But where does that pressure come from? From a culture infatuated with certainty and control. From timelines that were never actually designed with your unique journey in mind. As humans, we crave reassurance, so we build checklists. Graduate, find your dream job, get married, have a family, start your empire by age 25, 30, 40. The deadline shifts, but the pressure doesn't. And if life doesn't go to plan, and let's be real, it almost never does, we don't just feel disappointed, we feel like failures. Here's what I need you to hear. If you're feeling behind in life, it's not because you failed. It's because your checklist, crafted out of fear and the desire for safety, doesn't fit your story. You didn't make the rules, but you can decide not to follow them anymore. So instead of asking, how do I catch up? Ask, where do I want to go from here? Trade your clock for a compass. Jot down whatever comes up. A dream, a wild idea, a conversation, or maybe the radical act of rest. Then, take one small step in that direction today. Each time you listen to your own inner compass, you stop performing for someone else's expectations, and you start moving in alignment with your truth. If you're loving what you're hearing, let me know by hitting that like button and commenting below. Have you ever felt behind in life? What's helped you keep moving forward? Your story might help someone else who's struggling, so don't hold back. Moving on to the second truth. Growth is not a straight line. This one's sneaky because everywhere we're shown images of overnight successes, rags to riches stories, magical transformations that seem so tidy. The belief is, if you're not moving forward or upward, or if you're not always gaining momentum, then you must be failing. But that's a lie. Real growth? It's messy. It's a jagged, looping staircase. Some seasons, you're sprinting, unstoppable. Other times, you're crawling, pausing, nursing wounds, or even backtracking. Sometimes, you're stuck for months. Then, bam, in a flash, things shift. You make a move, you set a boundary, you finally speak your truth. All those months of rumination and self-doubt, they're not wasted. They're the fertile ground for the breakthrough, the quiet groundwork for real transformation. So if you're in a slow or tangled season, remember, you are not behind in life. You are in process. And here's truth number 3. Life is not a series of achievements. Society would have us believe that our worth is measured by our output, by how impressive our highlights reel looks. But your value doesn't derive from how much you do or how quickly you do it. It's easy to believe that if you're checking the boxes and collecting achievements, you must be fulfilling your purpose. But let's be honest, a lot of us have chased the gold stars, found short-term meaning, and then been left asking, now what? When your identity is tied to your job, your projects, your performance, you feel adrift every time the season changes or the applause fades. Here's the radical idea. Your true purpose isn't something you chase out there, it's something you awaken in here. Your calling, your career, your creations, those are all beautiful, worthy, and important. But underneath it, your deepest purpose is to love yourself and love others. Imagine a world where more people moved from that place. Everything else is the work you do, not who you are. So ask yourself, not what's going to earn you the next accolade or tick off the next big box, but rather, how can I operate from a place of love today? Maybe it means being gentle with yourself when you're struggling. Maybe it's showing up, even with trembling hands, for someone else. Maybe it's simply granting yourself the patience and kindness you'd give your best friend. Living in alignment with love isn't out there in the future. It's right here, right now. Quick reminder, if you're finding value, don't forget to hit like, tap subscribe, and leave a comment. You joining this community means more than you know and helps us share these messages with the world. So if you're feeling behind in life, in your healing, or your timeline, hear this with your heart. You're not too late. Your journey is not off track. You are right on time for your next adventure, growth spurt, or breakthrough. You don't need a perfect 10-year plan. You just need that next true small step, then another and another. Inch by inch, moment by moment, you are becoming who you're meant to be. If this message resonated, share it with someone who needs hope today. And if you're looking for guided support, make sure you check the description for the free gift I've created, designed to help you get unstuck and move forward in your journey. Keep shining your light. You are exactly where you're meant to be. And if you want more mind-blowing shifts about growth, self-love, and purpose, watch one of our other videos right now. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a moment of the Growth Mindset Project.